Well, welcome back, people. I'm your host, Full Circle 420, but today this is more of a presentation, so we're gonna go by let's go by our government names now, though, you know what I'm saying? There's no Full Circle 420 is my nickname, but those who know me should know what my real name is. So I got a presentation here for you. Just a little thought plus I thought, you know what I'm saying, I had a couple days ago. And the main question is, what is your vice? By vice, I mean, what is it that you do to make yourself completed, though? You know what I'm saying? What's your vice? What do you want to do? What is it that you do? What's your vice? What is your vice? What is that one thing you can do to satisfy yourself? Would it be the cannabis? Would it be PCP? Would it be cocaine? Would it be whatever this is? I guess I guess I call this meth or some shit like that. Little cover, little colored, um, little colored picture right there. But what is your vice? What is it that you do to, make yourself complete? What is it that you do in order for you to, you know, stimulate your mind? What is it that you do to make sure that you're gonna be, nice, like this thing I'm smoking right here from from a friend of mine, though, you know what I'm saying? For this black woman to, create her own strand of cannabis. I don't use that M word because that M word is make you sound slow. But that's what that is what about this presentation is. What is your vice? What is it that you do? Not what everybody else do. What is it that you do? You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait a minute. Thought I had this automatic. Oh, touched on it. There we go. We all have one, no matter what it is. It don't necessarily have to be cannabis or any other drug, even so-called drug there is. It could be liquor. Well, maybe not liquor either. It could be shopping. It could be shopping. It could be cooking. It could be eating. It could be whatever your vice is. That that thing that I guess you call it a guilty pleasure. Though you know what I'm saying. Like for instance, my vice is cannabis. You know what I'm saying? Give it the name. Give it the name of my YouTube page is Full Circle 420. Full circle for the life that for the 360 degrees of life, and the 420 for it to get us there, though. You know, so that's what that means. Hell, I told you, I'm doing it right now, though, as we speak. You can't see it, but you know, not everything, not everything you can see here. Usually, I don't really show myself with my videos. I did before, but you want to you're entertained by the presentation, not interested in me. You want to see my face. You want to see the presentation. So that could be a guilty pleasure too, though. You know what I'm saying? My videos, my articles, everything I've ever did in life. That could also be a guilty pleasure too, though. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe not guilty pleasure, but pleasure, though. But yeah, we all, everybody in this world has a vice, has something that they get them stuck or get them here, get them there, little different emotions and type shit. But yeah, everybody has one. It could be anything. It could be eating, drinking. It could be stealing, though. You know what I'm saying? That's your vice too. It could be. shopping. It could be, whatever. Or it could be, after not after a hard day work of, doing whatever you do, IT, construction, whatever, you want to relax. You want to calm down for the speed of the movement that you have doing for on a daily basis. So some people drink beer, some people drink hard liquor, some people smoke cigarettes, and some people, you know, toke the toke the cannabis or, do a little line, what I'm saying? Do a little, whatever. That's your vice. What is it that you want to do to help yourself complete? What is it that you want to do? Everybody has a vice. It could be anything. You don't necessarily have to be smoking and drinking or anything like that. But everybody in this world has, man, that's good shit. But yeah, everybody has a vice. It could be writing, could be reading, it could be working out, it could be, doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. Well, it depends. That depends on what you think a bad thing is, though. That's all on you. But we all have. What would you do for it? What would you do for your vice, though? That's the difference between me smoking weed and the other motherfucker smoking crack, smoking cocaine, shit that you do some treacherous shit to get that next fix, though. You know what I'm saying? You could be, what would you do for it? What would you do for the Klondike bar? You know what I'm saying? That was the question back in the day from the Klondike bars ice cream, right? Basically, I think the premise of the advertisement is so good you would do anything for this clout Klondike bar. So I'm asking you, what would you do for your vice? What would you do? Would you drive a race car or what would you do for your vice? I mean, I heard about some shit. I went some myself that people do some strange things for their vices, though. You know what I'm saying? If it's like shopping, they will max out their credit cards and all that shit to in order to get that new thing or that new discount or whatever, right? You don't give a you don't give a damn what you're shopping for. You just want something new. That's a fucked up vice right there, man. I don't know. I don't like shopping. You know, I do it every now and then. But but you know what I'm saying? Like, what would you do for it? See that ice cream bar right there? That ice cream bar right there, I guess it represents Klondike. You know what I'm saying? What would you do? That's the main question everybody need to ask themselves. What would you do for your vice? What would you do to satisfy that thirst of your vice? What would you do? I mean, I say do something. Do something that does not harm anybody else, though. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, that's good. But I'm just saying, what would you do for your vice? What would you do? I mean, don't you should do anything short of harming anybody though. Don't be taking people's lives for your advice. I mean, that's not cool. Don't be robbing people for your advice. That ain't cool either. Stealing, it depends on what you steal though. Now, you're stealing from your parents or anything like that, then no, don't do that shit. But if you're stealing for, just because if you're stealing food, like, you're hungry or whatever, that's more understandable. But you just robbing people just to be robbing people, all you get is money out of it, then come on, man. I mean, that's another thing you can do for your vice, but, you know, We shouldn't do that shit. Can't do that. Don't be doing anything that harms other people. Just like shit. I remember one time I went Job Corps and I had a 20 sack, right, to share, for five other people, which sucks. But at that time we had people that was in their 20s and in their late teens and shit like that. Because the youngest you can go to Job Corps, the youngest you can do Job Corps is you 16 to 24. Those are the age. Those are the age groups that you gotta be. You could be young as 16. You could be old as 24. But I know a dude that was in his 40s doing that shit because back in the day he injured he got injured when he was originally Job Corps at the first time, so they had to let him in because he never finished, which I don't really know. We just call him pops. I mean, do you get pick up a trade and or you get your high school diploma or your whatever, go to college there and everything, and you can pick up a trade too. And what's good is, and after you finish with the whole Job Corps thing, they give you a piece of your check. You know what I'm saying? Maybe $100. Because you'll get like over. Well, at the time I was there, that was back in 2001. I would get like $1,200. When I left Job Corps. The $1,200 at that time was actually good money. Shit, $1,200. Shit. No, I'm sorry. You get half of it. You get half of it. You get half of it while you're Job Corps, and the other half after you leave Job Corps. A little pick up, little money to help you start. You know what I'm saying? And then you belong to the alumni for life. That means I go to a Job Corps. I can go to a job. I go to the same Job Corps. Uh, I went to. I was in. It was in Utah. I go to that one, Clearfield to Utah. That's what it was. Um, I go to that one, and I can't be in Job Corps anymore, but I could like maybe teach there or something like that. I don't know. I met some people there. Met some good people. You know what I'm saying? It's not all bad. That depends on you and nobody else but you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, we have some vices there, so you know what I'm saying. Like shit, one time, one dude, he was trying to sell me his PlayStation One. Oops, I just told my age. You were trying to sell me his PlayStation One for a 10 sack of weed. I'm like, dude, that's not cool, man. This is only worth $10. And you would give me your PlayStation One? I guess what you do for your vice, you know what I'm saying? That's what that means is what would you do for your vice? Some people sold their PlayStations and Nintendos and t-shirts and shit like that. Or, they did a trade. Hey, how about you shop for me and I got a 20 sack for you. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know? But yeah, what would you do? You ask yourself that question. What would you do for your vice? To know thy wealth. What that really means is do what you think is right for you. Now, you have to understand what I just said. Do what you think is right for you. Right. Keyword. Keywords. Do, think, right. Those are the three keywords of that sentence, right? What that really means is this. Don't be doing any bullshit that will fuck up your life. And I don't mean like fuck up your life I mean physically fuck up your life. Cause you might fuck around, get teeth missing and get congestive heart failure and you know what I'm saying? You got cirrhosis of the liver and all that shit. Make it make it lung cancer, not from weed, but maybe I don't know. Shit. be doing me just fine though. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? You have to think about this. Do what you think. I'm sorry, there's four of them. Do what you you think. Think. I need you to think is right. Right for you. There's a lot behind that too. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot behind that. What I'm really saying to you is, man, you do whatever you want to do. Just make sure it's good for you. So, like shit, like I smoke cannabis, right? Helps with my blood pressure, helps me, eat, and it helps my neuropathy too. Though, you know what I'm saying? Well, I think I already told you my vice of choice. See, keyword choice. My vice of choice. And you should know what the smoke is representing, though. Saying for some odd reason I couldn't find one of those good pictures. So this is the one they gave me. But think about it. When I think about my name, think about what I've been saying. This is my advice right here. And for those who don't know what it is, the smoke is a representation of the weed I smoke. Hmm. Because that's my voice of choice. That's my voice of choice. Plus, it helps me with my writing too, though. So it also helps me, do these videos and all that good stuff. So this is the part where, what I'm saying, the part, this, I like doing these things though. I haven't done it in quite a while because I've been so busy. I've been, trying to learn about cybersecurity and shit, and I've been doing my duck this on my job. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make that six figures. Please believe that shit. That could be what they call them, what the fuck they call them motherfuckers? No, high something, high man or some shit. I don't fucking know. I don't pay attention to that. Money, dude. All you got is a bunch of fucking paper. Those are receipts. That ain't no money. Your money is your time. Your money is your energy. Your money is what can you do? That's your money. Money is just a receipt of that thing you did though. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, all of us work at a job, right? Either it's for yourself or it's for other people. Listen to this now. The reason why I also do the vice I choose is because it brings things to my memory, my top, my mind, and really, if you look at the situation, the simplicity of it is this: you literally getting paid for your time and your efforts and your skill. The reason why, the reason why you have to follow the rules of engagement when you're at a job, right? They're putting their money and their time into you to learn what we do. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's a good choice though. You know what I'm saying? Check it out, check it out. This they test you. They show you what the situation is. They show you how to do it, how to like the job I'm at right now, right? Man, before I came here, shit, I didn't know shit about no Active Directory or no VPN. Well, I knew about VPNs, but Active Directory and how to fucking go into other people's computers and shit. Man, I can do that shit with my eyes closed now. And the reason why I want to learn about cybersecurity too is because man, I'm like man, shit. If I'm gonna be in it though. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm gonna fuck around and code a game or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. But yeah, that's because my this is my vice though, you know what I'm saying? That's because of my vice. It makes, stimulates my mind. Okay, people. I think I talked long enough, man. Maybe it bored you. I don't know. But please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also remember the question. What is your vice and what would you do for it though? You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it though, your vice is actually a choice. Nobody can force you doing that shit. Like nobody forced me to smoke weed. I did that shit because I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's forced you to drink because you did that shit because you wanted to. It's because you like the feel of it though. You know what I'm saying? I never seen anybody force force liquor to my mouth though. You know what I'm saying? I never seen that shit. It's called peer pressure, but you don't have to give it in though. But the things you do is the things you do. No judgment. Absolutely not. Because how can I sit here and say, I mean, yeah, I did say that shit. But I'm not saying anything, that, I'm not saying anything bad. I mean, I didn't down it or anything like that. All I said was it's like, man, that's why I've been repeating that shit. Like, look, you gotta ask yourself, what is your advice? What would you do about it? What would you do for it? And what is it that you do to make yourself feel better? That's all I said. I didn't say anything behind anybody's back or anything like that. That's what it is. What is your vice? What is your vice? What is it you do? Do you chew the leaves of the coca leaf? I mean, I did that once, so I ain't gonna lie. I never did cocaine, but I did chew a leaf, the coca leaf. And let me tell you something. That is the fucking best. Dude, I don't give a fuck what nobody said. That was the original. That right there was the original fucking uh uh muscle relaxer though. You know what I'm saying? That is the original muscle relaxer though. Sure shit. I mean, I ain't gonna never do cocaine because I don't like doing anything in my nose. But you know what I'm saying? Or if they could do it in liquid form and say I'll do that. But that goes for cocaine. That goes for that one shit from the Canis the Kent Tis Canis something like that. I don't know. Oh, Cactus or something that fucking that prickly plant. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker. I can't even say cactus. There we go. There we go. And I mean, shit. I pretty much do anything once. So what I'm saying? Like I tried my damnedest to get drunk and shit like that. I didn't like the way that shit made me feel. I try my best. You know what I'm saying? But I can't do that shit. I don't like the way drinking makes me feel. And shit, when you drink, you literally can't do anything. That's why they always had those fucking what you call it, them after school specials and shit like that. The Thursdays after school specials and shit like that, or the dangers of drinking while you're pregnant type shit though. Why you think they did that shit? Because they know if you drink while you're pregnant, you gonna be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Not you personally, but the baby gonna be all fucked up. It'll be like five eyes and four dicks and two pussies and six arms, look like a which version of Goro type shit. I mean, come on, man. We can't do that shit. I mean, you can drink, just don't do that shit while you're pregnant. You know. See, that's why my mother, she was a fucking genius. She knew exactly not to do while you're pregnant. Not one time. None of us. We have five. We have five people. Five. Five. Four sons, one daughter. No, five. Just five. And none of us have like far away eyes, and you look at us and like, there's something wrong here, though. You know what I'm saying? None of us have that shit. Like I said, my mom was a fucking genius. She knew not to do what she knew what not to do when you fucking pregnant. Even at the time, before the research and shit, motherfuckers didn't know that smoking weed while you pregnant really, well, not smoking weed. Can't smoke while you pregnant. Don't do that. Or like, a little don't even take tinctures. Don't do that. Or, little edibles and shit like that. That really doesn't do anything to the baby though. So you can actually go ahead and do that shit. Just don't smoke it though. Don't smoke it. Don't smoke anything while you're pregnant. Do that shit. Hmm. But, you know, when you're not pregnant, when you're not, doing any of that, you do whatever you want. I'm saying you can do whatever you want as long as you're not pregnant, as long as you're not, trying to bring a child in this world. You can do whatever you want. But if you can't do it anymore, then bite the bullet, and there's gonna be one day when I no longer smoke weed and shit. Hell, at one time, shit, I stopped smoking anything when stopped smoking cigarettes. So shit, and that was fucking 11 years. For 11 years, I didn't smoke shit. But you know, I started with edibles. You know what I'm saying? Edibles and other shit. But then thing happened. I went back to where I used to live at. You know, no, before then I got a moon rock. You know what I'm saying? Moon rock. I smoked that. Whew, I was zooted, man. 'Cause I never had no shit like that before. But that started me smoking back, like blunts and joints and shit like that. Oops, I'm telling my age. See, I'm from the time where we rolled joints, just like our, just like our, who are the people that was back in the day, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we didn't know about blunts until, what I'm saying. We see motherfuckers do that shit on TV and shit. Like, oh, that is cool. I never seen that before. Uh, cigar wrap, a cigar wrap with weed. That is deep. I've never seen that shit before. That is deep. So then we started doing that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was kind of a late bloomer when knowing how to smoke roll a blunt though. You know what I'm saying? It all turned like bullshit. But then one day I was rolling a blunt, right? And then boom, I got it. Hey, about time. I got it. I did. Ever since then, shit, that's my voice of choice. What is your voice of choice? Like I said, do what you do. Just don't do it while you're pregnant. Take care of your body and shit like that. Don't do it like that. Don't smoke anything. You know what I'm saying? Don't even smoke fucking sugar cane. Don't even do that shit. Real shit. Don't do that shit. But I'm just saying this is my advice of choice. What is your advice of choice? What is it that you want to do to complete yourself? It doesn't necessarily have to be smoking weed or anything like that. What is the one thing you do in life that relax you? That if you don't, it is like basically if you don't do it that day, it's like the day is just done. Though you know what I'm saying? What is it that you want to do? All right, people. I'm going to end this video, and I'll see you later. Boom.